What's up, Faith family? Jarvis Guy and the Voyager Arts YT here, and welcome back to another Ravenfield video. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Ravenfield multiplayer mod, which was first released on July 10th, 2019. And I vividly remember when this mod first came out. I was pretty hyped for it, because Ravenfield is famously a single player only game. There's not even any co-op, and it's mostly focused on the instant action portion of the game. And I think at the time that the multiplayer mod came out, we didn't even really have conquest mode. It was finally good to just get something new. And this was approved by Steel Raven 7 himself, like presumably. So, the whole community was pretty excited for it, and it came out and it was a complete piece of crap. It was not good. The controls just felt off. A lot of things about it felt off. It didn't feel like Ravenfield, and that was one of the real issues with it. If you go to the store page and look at the reviews, and I'm not gonna do that right now because I don't want to expose anybody like that. You'll see that people were saying that the multiplayer mod should have included a PvE mode, so that people who wanted to play with their friends will be able to set up servers and be able to fight bots alongside with their friends, since there's no co-op mode in Ravenfield. So this would be the perfect opportunity to do that. But of course they decided not to, and just had it set up like the normal, I guess, a classic Counter-Strike way of doing it. I don't know how else to describe it. Like just individual servers set up by people, no PvE mode in sight, and you have a bunch of weird maps, probably ripped from the deepest, darkest depths of the Ravenfield workshop, and it's just a mess. A lot of things about it are just a mess. And today we're going to be taking a look at where the Ravenfield and multiplayer mod stands today. So join me as we take a trip into a forgotten part of Ravenfield history, because I'm sure there are quite a few people that have no idea what this is. So let's get right into it. Alright, so we're loaded into the multiplayer menu. As far as I can tell, it shows a random image every time you start the game up. Yeah, we're on version 0.2.46. The first time I tried to open it up, it had a whole bunch of prerequisites on it. It had a Microsoft Visual C redistributable package. It had something to do with the Unity engine, just a whole bunch of weird updates that I didn't think it needed. But yeah, as you can see, the menu is pretty bare bones. I mean, you have the multiplayer option, and you see the servers here. You have just normal options, and if we click that, this one's a little finicky and it doesn't work all the time. Then you can have your typical multiplayer selections here. Menus are a bit janky. They remind me of how they were before a certain Ravenfield update that marginally fixed the UI and menus, but it's just as janky as the older versions of Ravenfield on Steam. You have some movement controls here. We're not gonna be fucking with that. Video, I have it set to whatever it needs to be. So yeah, we're gonna try this out. We're gonna see what it's all about. And of course, you look at the credits here. Anyway, checking out the servers. Hopefully OBS doesn't freak out with the frame rate, but I think it's gonna be fine right now. We have only 2 servers right now. I remember back in the day it used to be a lot more populated, but now this place has gone to the sunken place. You have the black and white background. You got the creepy music. It's like, whoa. And the menu is effed up. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, there were a lot more servers back in the day, so now we're just stuck with Top Planet RU, FTGU. There's no one in there. And then Island says there's one person in there. That's not really true, because I went in there earlier, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. As you can see right here, this is a custom map as far as I can tell. Not entirely sure which one it is, but that'd be some sort of World War II map. But yeah, it's pretty, pretty typical of the Battlefield formula. Just capture objectives, PTFO. If you play Battlefield, you know your job, you know your role. And actually, you know what? They don't necessarily have roles in Ravenfield multiplayer. It's just normal Ravenfield. You sort of pick your loadout through sort of selection thing that I can't pull up right now, and you can. It's not like actual Battlefield where you can choose to be like artillery, medic, support, or sniper. No, it's not like that. They don't have that. Um, Not really a criticism. It's just more of a note because this is like literally a Battlefield ripoff. This is like a DLC to a Battlefield ripoff. So you would assume it to be a lot like Battlefield, but that wasn't the case. I would say this is one hell of a weird map. I might low-key actually download this for my single player installation. But yeah, as you can see, there is no one here. Literally no one here. It's absolutely insane. It's like a ghost town. It's just sort of weird being in here, dude. It's like being in, I don't know, uncharted territory, I guess. It's like, yeah, I guess that's not the right word. It's like people have been here before, but it's just, I don't know, it just feels so empty. It's just something about solitude. It's just sort of unsettling yet incredibly calming. I'll say that. I don't know. Really weird. And big reason why people didn't like this game, or why I personally didn't like this game, is because the shooting felt off. A lot of things just really felt off about this game, and I didn't like the gunplay, and I just it just this wasn't an attractive option to me. I don't even know why I'm shooting. It's not like anyone's gonna hear me. I think if I'm able to demonstrate, if I just capture, what's this right here? Is there an objective? Oh yeah, there is an objective in here. I think the objective is to ultimately capture F, which no one is protecting, and wouldn't matter if there was even like one person protecting it, since you need probably at least 10 people to make this map somewhat playable. So. Alright, I already got a whole bunch of flags, so I don't know. Yeah, I might just... Do I need to capture... Yeah, probably need to capture that one too. But this is Ravenfield multiplayer. It's sad to see that no one plays it anymore, but... I can't really fault the developers, since... people didn't really like it when it came out, and I'm sure this was just like a one-off thing, so... Like, I'm not gonna hold it against them. It's like, y'all niggas did something that a lot of us couldn't do, and may not have been the best, but you know what? They gave it everything they could. I'll say that. I'll give them that praise. All right, Eagle is victorious. Map switching in 30 seconds. And after that, you have a map selecting. Reminds me a bit of Crunker.io, although I like Crunker.io a bit more. You can just select whatever you want. So like Metropolis. And it switches the map because there's only one player voting on this Russian server. I just realized it's a Russian server. I'm sure Vladimir Putin has all my info now. Oh no! Man with colon cancer and Parkinson's has my data. Oh no. I'm so scared. Alright, this is Metropolis. I think I've seen some clips from both single player and multiplayer of Metropolis. Just people using a whole bunch of fucking bots on this map. It's the first time I ever played on this. Although I'm using the word play very liberally, since this is... Whoa! Was that the parachute? Oh! Okay. Well, that's it's not ideal, but didn't know that fall damage was that bad in this game. I do think they have the parachute system, but yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Ravenfield multiplayer is dead. There is literally no one else here, and I could just stay in here all day, just capturing, the designated objective, and it wouldn't make a damn difference, because it's just gonna be the same thing over and over again, because it's just dead. That's the only way to put it. It's dead. I don't really know what I was thinking, like downloading this and thinking it was alive. I just win over and over again, but it doesn't mean anything, since when you're the only one there, does it really matter? That's a deep thought for you. But yeah, might as well exit out right now. I don't know what the hell's going on. I think it's switched to a random map. All right, well, folks, that was Ravenfield multiplayer, completely dead in 2022. Not sure what I can say. I mean, given the reception that this game got in 2019 and how honestly mixed it was, this isn't particularly surprising to me, but it is still pretty sad to see. A project as ambitious and interesting as this just falters so hard. I think the failure of this particular project may have like eradicated any chance that we may have gotten of getting like an actual official Ravenfield multiplayer experience. I don't think that was an intentional slight on behalf of the creators of this. I'm sure they worked very hard, but I don't know if there was ever a way to do Ravenfield correctly in a multiplayer fashion. Even though it emulates a multiplayer game, I think Ravenfield just may work better in single player because there's so many interesting things you can do to it already. And when you bring it to multiplayer, you're forced to either strip it down to its bare bones and just modify the hell out of what you have left, or you can just fill it up with mod packs and change as many things as possible to separate yourself from the main game. And I think that's where they went wrong. So I don't know. Yeah, with all that said, seems like a good place to end the video. Thank you all for watching, and as always, giggity giggity, giggity goo. Stick around.